Hey there, love detectives. Ever wondered if that special someone is into you but just too scared to admit it? Today we're diving into the mysterious world of hidden crushes. We're going to uncover the 8 signs she likes you but is afraid to say it. Buckle up, it's going to be a dark and haunting ride. All right, first up, we got to talk about laughter. If a girl is constantly cracking up at your jokes, even the ones that would make a pigeon say, "Dude, seriously," then she might be harboring a secret crush on you. Laughter is a sign of happiness, right? And when you're around someone you like, your brain is basically swimming in a vat of happy chemicals. So it makes sense that she'd find your dumb jokes hilarious, even if they're about as funny as a root canal. I knew this one dude, Chad, who thought he was a comedian. His jokes were terrible, but Tiffany laughed at every single one of them. Chad was convinced Tiffany was his biggest fan because she truly appreciated his comedic genius. Little did he know, Tiffany had a massive crush on him. So if you find yourself constantly being showered with laughter, even when you know your jokes are about as funny as a broken toe, pay attention. She might just be trying to tell you something without actually, using her words. Let's talk about the language of touch. Those subtle touches that send shivers down your spine, they're not always accidental. When someone initiates physical contact, it means they feel comfortable around you. Comfort is the breeding ground for romantic feelings, so if you find yourself on the receiving end of some accidental touches, it might be something more. All right, let's be real for a second. Remembering things is hard, but when you like someone, you actually pay attention to the things they say. Like, really pay attention. It's like your brain turns into one of those supercomputers from a sci-fi movie, recording every single word that comes out of their mouth. And not just the big stuff either. I'm talking about the little things. I had this friend in high school, Sarah, who was head over heels for Mark. Mark mentioned that his favorite candy bar was a Snickers, just a casual comment in passing. But Sarah? She filed that information away in her brain like it was top secret government intel. So, a few weeks later, when it was Mark's birthday, guess who showed up with a giant Snickers cake? Yep, Sarah. Mark was totally blown away. So if you find yourself constantly amazed by her ability to recall even the most insignificant details about you, it might be time to face the music, my friend. She's probably crushing hard. Jealousy, it's a powerful emotion. And while a little bit of jealousy can be cute, a lot of jealousy, yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. But here's the thing, jealousy is also a major telltale sign that someone is totally head over heels for you. Think about it. Why would someone get jealous if they didn't care? Exactly. They wouldn't. So if you notice that she gets a little bit, or a lot, possessive when you talk to other girls, it's probably because she sees them as competition. I knew this girl in college, Emily, who was a total sweetheart, but when it came to her crush, Jake, Emily turned into a different person. One time, Jake was talking to this other girl in our English class. Just a casual conversation about Shakespeare, nothing major. But Emily, she was fuming. It was intense, but also kind of endearing, because it showed that she really, really liked Jake. When we're really into someone, we subconsciously start mirroring their behavior. It's like our brains are trying to create a sense of connection. Like if you lean in while you're talking, she might lean in too. If you take a sip of your drink, she might take a sip of hers. It's subtle, but it's there. And it's a major sign that she's totally smitten. I had this friend in high school, Ashley, who had a major thing for Ethan. Ashley would literally turn into Ethan's mirror image whenever they were together. Ethan was really into skateboarding, so what did Ashley do? She bought a skateboard and promptly fell flat on her face trying to do an ollie. Ethan was really into indie music, so what did Ashley do? She started listening to indie music. It was hilarious and totally obvious that she was head over heels. So, if you find yourself noticing that she's suddenly adopted your mannerisms or interests, don't be freaked out. It's just her way of saying, hey, I like you, please like me back. We're all busy. So, when someone consistently makes time for you, it means something. I'm talking about going out of their way to see you, rearranging their schedule, canceling plans, and even braving rush hour traffic. I knew this girl in college, Olivia, who was studying to be a veterinarian. Even with her crazy schedule, Olivia always made time for her crush, Noah. She would constantly invent excuses to see him. "Oh, Noah," she'd say, "I was just on my way to the library. Do you need a study buddy?" Even though she was headed in the opposite direction. It was adorable and obvious she had it bad for Noah. So if you find yourself constantly being bombarded with invitations, she might just be trying to tell you she'd rather spend time with you. Everyone loves compliments. They make you feel good about yourself, boost your confidence, and make you want to strut around like you own the place. When someone constantly showers you with compliments, it's a sign they're smitten. You notice their cute smile, infectious laugh, and their ability to quote every line from The Office. I knew a girl, Sophia, who had a crush on Liam. She'd compliment him on everything. "Liam, you have such a nice laugh," she'd giggle, even though it sounded like a dying walrus. It was obvious she was head over heels. So if you're showered with praise, don't dismiss it. She might just think you're amazing. All right, let's talk about nerves. You know, that feeling you get when you're about to give a presentation in front of a large crowd, or when you're on a first date and you're pretty sure you have spinach in your teeth. Yeah, that feeling, it's not exactly the most pleasant experience, but here's the thing. When it comes to love, a little bit of nervousness can actually be a good thing. Why? Because it means you care, like really care. When you're around someone you like, your body goes into overdrive, your heart races, your palms sweat, and you suddenly forget how to form coherent sentences. I knew this girl in college, Ava, who was a total badass. But when it came to her crush, Caleb, Ava turned into a bumbling mess. One time, Caleb was walking towards her in the hallway. Ava completely panicked. She tripped over her own feet, dropped her books, and accidentally spilled coffee all over herself. It was a disaster, but also kind of endearing because it showed that she really liked Caleb. So there you have it, folks. If you notice these signs, she might just be into you, but too afraid to say it. Keep your eyes open and your heart ready. But remember, deciphering the signs of a hidden crush is like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. It's confusing, frustrating, and there's a good chance you'll end up with a headache. But hey, that's the beauty of love, right? It's messy, it's unpredictable, and it makes you question your sanity. Until next time, stay mysterious.